Alrighty, let's check everything out. Greetings and welcome to Board Me Up, where I hunt out the latest in board game releases so that you don't have to. And my goal, I figure, is I don't want to waste anybody's time. I want to get through these quick. This is a daily thing. If you want to check up on these daily, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my own time. But that's what we do here. I hunt out on every day's releases and every day what's ending soon on Kickstarter within the next 28 to 48 hours or so. So starting out today with what's just launched. We have the Gorgon's Loch. This is a relaunch. This was I don't know if they didn't hit their funding goal or they canceled prior to that, but they have been on Kickstarter before. And I just want to say it before I play a little bit of the video. It's a kind of a simpler dungeon crawler to kind of get people in to dungeon crawling board games and such. But I gotta say, though, the weak point here is not putting up images. The board game layout, everything that's in the box should be right at the top here. People don't spend much time on these pages because, I mean, it's all stuff that you pay for. It's shopping and it's taking your money, so it's the nature of it. People aren't gonna be specifically jumping on things unless they're already knowing of what it is, so you gotta capture them with images. See, there are images, but they're below here, and especially the tabletop layout. See, they're right at the bottom. One of these, I say this one, should be, or this one, should be right at the top. You don't have to put all of them or too many, you know, because I understand how it is when you want to organize things your way. But put something that shows the contents of the box right at the top. That's the first thing, just to grab somebody's eye. So it's an easy to learn, hard to master type of thing. So you saw the layout there. Let me just skip to any play through. Oh, there we go. There's an image. So anyway, I will be saving this. I am curious as to how it works, and if it is really fun, then I might just get it. It is 1 to 5, so it does have solo mode, so that is of major interest to me. They do have a early bird. Yep, he did do an early bird. I think and it's at $35, $34. Let's see, after that, the 30 bird is going to be for 75 backers. So I recommend, if you're interested in this at all, check it out now. I'll look deeper into it after and see if I grab that early bird. You can always cancel them. I mean, it's not a nice surprise for them, but you know, as a backer, it's a good strategy. You can back an early bird if you don't want it to just cancel, you know, later. But at least you already grabbed that, you know, and I mean cancel before the Kickstarter ends. So there you have it. Check it out some more. I like the layout of the game. It looks pretty fun. It looks like a dungeon run, you know. So I'll check it out a little bit more after the video. I don't want to spend too much time on this one during recording, and kind of my goal is to get through projects and not save as many. I know I tend to save a lot and then check back on them, but I wouldn't normally, I think, do that. I started doing that when I do videos, so I just want to be more natural. I still want to bring attention to whatever just launched in case you guys are interested, so you can come out and search it out yourself, and I already have it up so you know what you're looking for. Okay, so we got some miniatures here, 28mm resin miniatures. They're STLs. Just take a quick gander at these. Kind of look like Tau from Warhammer. Yeah, they look like Tau. Yep. Well, some of them do at least. Yeah, for sure. Pretty cool, though. Let's see. Let's get through. Ooh, that one has wings. That's pretty neat. Very cool. I wonder... Let's see, let me see here. Let's go back to the top. And let's read real quick what it is. Many hobby all aspects, 20 experience. Okay, project. They're not saying anything obvious, unless the names are obvious. I'm not sure. I'm not playing a Warhammer currently, so not sure. But check them out if you're interested, especially in Tau, if you have a Tau army. All right, closing that one out, so we won't be checking up on that, but good luck with that. Looks like they're already doing well. Okay, Gnomes of Agaldurs Keep. And these are miniatures again, so we'll just scan through these. You know, I gotta check out those minis. I'm a mini freak. That's a pretty cool alchemist, gnome. So you got a gnome kind of army, which is really cool because you always have dwarves, you have your elves, you never get gnomes. And gnomes are pretty prevalent, you know, in the RPGs and stuff, so why not? That is awesome. Jugger gnome. This is really cool. Building up a gnome army. I like how they took the whole red hat from David the Gnome. I think David the Gnome did that with the red hat. I think, well, I'm not sure if that's where the main... I'd have to look into that, I guess. I really like that mushroom sitting one. These are lovely. They have a lot of charm, a lot of character. Hungry Toad is pretty cool. It looks like it's capturing a fairy. Dragon Toadlings, looks like. Warty Toad. Very cool. Let's see. Am I going to check back on this one? I'm kind of curious as to what's going to happen. Yeah, I'm going to check back on it. Really nice. Nice box, too. Okay. We'll see them in 8 days or so. Okay, next we just have launched is Momiji. Momiji, a poetic card game of autumn colors and stunning landscapes in ancient Japan. So, what, we just had Himbashi or something? Japanese kind of cooking game, and now we have another Japanese-styled game. That's a hot thing, you know. A lot of nerds, especially in this country, like that Japanese stuff, and just let's be honest. Let's put it right out on the table. All right, so what do we have here? Well, that's it. Looks like lovely tokens, lovely cards. Looks, let's see how many players and what ages. I wonder how complex the game would be. 30 minutes, lovely. 8 and up, so it's pretty easy. And 1 to 4. Excellent. We'll be checking this one in more detail when it's in its last days. Let me just check if there's a early bird that we need to watch. Nope. The game itself is $18. Definitely something to consider if you're looking for something smaller and quicker. All right, and classy. So this is the first one. Not a very nice first launch. So what's your guys' names? 3 EM Games. 3 Emma Games. 3 M Games. Right on. Yeah, we'll check it out. It's almost funded. In about 20 days, we'll take a look again. Okay, Cube Attack with 35 backers. All right, they're not quite funded yet. Let's see what this is all about. We just had that cube racing game that ended with actual 3D cubes. This is Cube Attack, 2 to 6 players. Probably not something I'll be looking into, but if you're interested in what you're seeing here, kind of space and not too advanced, could be fun. Kind of a space chess, it looks like. Looks like another game that's been up recently. There's a how to play on the Dice Tower. Alrighty. Okay, well, we'll save it. We'll see where it's at. Should we save it? See, this is one of those games that I'm not sure. Should I save it? You know what? I'm going to close it down. I want to keep up the best. I mean, you can check it out. That's the whole purpose of this. But just so I don't spend too much time and spend more time on other things that I have an interest in, you know, just to be honest. Okay, next we have Aristotle's Elements and Space. This is a Greek-themed competitive card game based on Aristotle's 4 Elements in Space. Cool. Okay, interesting little theme. 3 to 5 players. Definitely not my area of interest currently because of that, but 10 minutes to learn, 15 to play. Very cool. And what does it look like? What does the layout look like? Let's see that. Okay. Not the most impressive imagery, but you never know. Anyway, if you're looking for something quick for more players, more than 3 or more, I definitely recommend this because usually 3 or more, you're going to have big games. This is a shorter game, and that's hard to do with that many players. So right on. If you're interested, do check it out. I'll be closing this one out myself since it's not in my area of interest personally. Voyages of the Vagabond, a set of supplements. So this is supplements of terrain and transportation and different stuff for your RPG game. So not so board game related. Just wanted to see really what's in the contents. What does it look like? It's all these books, but not many images of what's in there. So let's skim through this video. Just
the Voyages of the Vagabond.
Curiosity. That's the main reason I brought it here, for what eye candy.
270 pages.
So a lot of stuff, but there's not many images of it. Okay, well, looks like they got their followers ready, so... Alright, let's close it out. If you're interested, go check it out. Next is Tall Tales. This one sounded interesting because it's a game of competitive story writing. So I'm just wondering how it's organized. You know, is it like a journal? It's 3 to 12 players. Okay. Players write a story together. Drafting scenes based on prompts. Sharing anonymously. Reading the scenes aloud, laughing a lot, and voting for the scene per round. Weave their story into. It's a physical board game, but because of the pandemic, we also made an online version. Okay.
Rock. The inner mind appears as a huge, endlessly growing tree.
Has the evil princess leapt to shore?
Suddenly, she felt her tiny ship rock.
The crow said, "I am very hungry." Then he said,
Fabio de Guadalupe.
That's
and that's why.
That could be fun. I could definitely see this being fun in my Discord. Okay, that's that. So I'll be closing that out, I think. Well, let's keep it open. I want to see how far that's going to go. It looks unique. Again, 3 to 4. So in real life, for me, it's not of interest, but maybe online. All right. Next is a 2D point and click game. I usually don't do video games, but if something's kind of unique or a little different, I like to take a quick gander. And this one caught my eye, especially with that crawling hand. Crawling hands capture my eyes. Sorry. That's it. Those are the graphics, kind of a 2D player like that. You can check it out if you're interested. It looks pretty fun, to be honest. Problem is, it's really hard to kickstart a video game on here unless you're really loading up and showing a lot of things and already building a fan base somewhere else. It's hard to build it at Kickstarter. And they got a ways to go, so probably close this one out. I'm assuming they, you know, realistically, they won't make it. I hope they do. Okay. Next is Mapping Your Adventure, 20 maps. Another one of those projects just wanted to quickly look at. And not much for eye candy and not even an video. So, yeah. Okay, well, they funded a really small funding goal, but I don't know what's going on here, so... Not enough images here. Gotta sell yourself. So good luck with that. I'm out of here. Next is Wizards Showdown. Wizard Showdown. Wizards going at it in battle magical supremacy. Okay, supremacy. Magical supremacy. Not political. Alright, let's get out of that. Let's see here. Deal 1 damage. Okay, defend, no effect. Opponent spell. Player spell. Looks like 3D printed. Yeah, just for the demo. Okay. Yeah, not sure too much what's going on. I like all these 3D pieces. It just looks very prototype, you know, very early stages, which is fine. I mean, it's enough to get a Kickstarter going, but if you're going to do that, you should post more of the artwork on the Kickstarter here and make it more flashy and colorful everywhere. But they have funded. I mean, they just asked for $133, which is tiny for anything like this. I'm curious how they're gonna do, and yeah, it's a 2-player game. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna check back on this in about 27 days just because I'm curious how it's gonna work out for them. And it's not their first project either, so you got to take that into account, especially if you're thinking about making a game or something smaller. These guys have already 9 projects. They already have a follower basis, and that's why they got that funding. You might not even get your 100. You probably will, but, you know, it all depends. So don't get too cocky with your launches. I'm talking to other people out there. All right, 3 out of 4 or 500. Almost there. This one, I think, launched already yesterday or something, but I think I skipped it. And, well, I guess there's a reason for it. Again, no images. Why aren't you selling yourself? You got to sell the project. You got to put up... These are games. These are toys, right? When the kid goes to the toy store, they don't get attracted by text. Neither do adults. You get attracted by colors and shapes. Alright, well, still don't know, and I don't have time. I want to do everything, most of my research on this stuff, while filming, just so I don't waste too much time in real life. You know, that's why I started the channel, too. So, as I did mention, I will be looking into this first one, Gorgon's Loch, a little bit more, since it's an early bird. Okay, and now that's everything that just launched today, or a little bit yesterday. Now we're on to what is ending soon, very soon, within 24 hours. So this is going to be done by the next video I make, if I make another daily one, which I usually do. We'll see how many views it gets. If it gets 10 views without me pushing this video, I will make another video tomorrow. All right? Deal. But yeah, this one is Pachacuna. It's the llama game, kind of I think it's a racing game. It's for 2 players. You move the tiles around. One can travel kind of on the stones, the other on the grass. That's all I know to it. Not much. I checked it out a little bit more yesterday, but that's it. 8 and up. It looks like a really fun, really good family board game. So check it out if you're interested. It funded really well, but for me specifically, not necessary. All right. Moving on, Detective Society. These are monthly mystery packages. You can get 1 or you can get all 6 or 7. To get 1 is $38. I say try it out if you're into that kind of thing, and then you can get all the rest. Well, who knows if you can get them later, but you know, I'm sure stuff like this will relaunch and you know. So they raised $72,000 out of $13,000. Looking good. They got quite a backing, and that means that they will be going on. So it's a safe back. I mean, for a business that will keep continuing. I don't know. For me personally, why is it not striking me? I haven't played too many of the mystery things. I have one thing on the way that I've ordered before, back before. And until I think I try that kind of a thing out, the whole mystery and escape thing, then I'll see if that's really my kind of thing. So I'm not going to be ordering. Unless they put in a really cool stuff, you know, little eyeglasses, whatever, little modules, toys, things you mess with to figure out the mystery, and it's in a good price. But usually those really up the price a lot. So next we have Wizards and Relics. First thing I got to say, the guy, the creator behind this, is pretty active. So that's good to know. Shout out to you. Shout out to your project. It's definitely looking good, especially for... I gotta say, this looks like a smaller... I mean, it's a card game. You know, it's a smaller production. They say one of the best... if you look at Kickstarters to make, say one of the best is to start a card game. But that's not necessarily so. As many people start card games and they just don't do well. The point is, look at the page. You know, this is a first created project, but look how many images. Look how much color. You got all your main information here. How long it's played for, ages. That gives you an idea of how complex it is. 2 to 4 players. Exactly the stuff I want to know. And it's right there, and everything's looking like professional. I mean, you don't have extreme artwork, but you don't need it for cards, and for some games it can be symbological, and if that's a word. So anyway, that's why this project is doing well. And as a first launch, you got it. You did your research. You read all those steps. What's his name? Is he from Cephalog? No, he's from the other games. That put up all the information online about starting a Kickstarter. I mean, when I started mine, I read through almost all of his lessons. And it's valuable stuff. So yeah, this is looking good. For me personally, I'm not probably going to get it because... I'm more into solo right now. That's kind of priority because of my situation in life. I do play 2 players sometimes, but that's I don't need that many games for that, and I already have a few, and that just might not be the theme. If it had a single player team, maybe.
Choose a relic.
Let's take a look through it.
Rivals in this fast-paced,
Nice.
magical multiplayer dueling card game.
Very
Claim
nice. For
powerful
first
relics
launch,
from defeated
really good.
rivals, navigate ancient shrines, and send your wizards to the Hall of Immortality.
And
to
animations.
become the Master Wizard.
Cool.
In Wizards and Relics, you must defeat your rivals by secretly laying down a wizard and a relic. Players have decks of 30 cards that consist of, you guessed it, Wizards and Relics. Each round is unique, as there are archaic ruins called
Yeah, I gotta say,
shrines
it's a
that give
great
magical
looking little
bonuses to
family
certain
game.
Wizards. The
Playing with
combination
people of all
wizard,
ages.
Relic, shrine, and your opponents will
Let's
result in
see.
a power score for
14
each
and up,
player.
though.
The highest total power wins the round. Wizards and Relics takes about 20 to 40 minutes to play and is for 2 to 4 players. It's for strategic gamers who want a game that you actually have time to play, and that is simple enough to easily teach to
Cool.
your card.
Yeah, so I get a feeling that, especially with the little video here, That 14 and up may not be necessarily so. I mean, to learn the game and play it yourself, but if you're playing with somebody that already knows it, it looks like you can get kids younger than 14 even. So I'd definitely say a quicker and fantasy-based, which I would like, you know, with if I had a family and children. So that's the way to go. I say check it out if you're interested. It's doing well. Great first launch. And one more thing I want to shout out with the video. This is what you do. You start the video with a little bit of fluff, right? That's perfect, showing people playing together. But telling the lore, what's kind of the quick point of the game, how do you win, or how do they win, you know, when you're talking about lore. Don't spend too much time on that, though, unless it's a huge project, and then jump into how do you play it. And that's exactly the formula. It's a great little formula. I'd say 40-60, you know, or 30-70. First lore, then how do you play it, how it's done, and showing the pieces and everything to the best that you can. Some people can't, but just follow that formula. Do those two things, and it's enough to grab somebody's attention rather than not making a video or anything. So this is how you do it. It's a great example. Very nice. Now here, figured out how to make those big images load up and all that. Let's see. So yeah, check it out if you're interested. It's going for $25 for premium edition. Nice, nice. And let's see, $40 gets you some, let's see, because you already get unlock stretch goals here, full print and play. Nice. Oh, you get some immortalization with the premium of the premiums. So anyway, good job with that. Recommended. All right, let's see what else is ending soon. Upzone, yeah, these pop-up books of terrain. Cool idea. Check it out if you're interested. Almost at 500,000. Let's see tomorrow. I guess they're still going to be up then. Let's see if they do hit that 500,000, just for the hell of it. Okay, next we have in 52 hours. This is the last game we'll look at today. The next one is 55 hours. We'll save that for tomorrow or next time. KAPOW is this card game, this unique superhero card game, or I don't know if it's based off of any smaller indie comic books, but it's smaller. It's not Marvel or you know, the big names. KAPOW, the Fast and Furious super-powered buildable dice game. Okay, not card game, sorry. Dice game. People love dice games. All right, let's take a look at a lot of stuff going on here. Oh, yes, okay, I know which one this is. Yeah, I've seen the Quacklo play and stuff. So you guess the other person's dice, and you build your dice. Like, you actually build the sides of your dice, which is a really cool concept. It's very akin to just having a deck of cards and mixing it up and building your deck, except you're building a dice and then drawing random, like as if you drew random cards out of your deck, you know? So
in a city,
yeah,
where forces of darkness
people, I've heard people say that it's not done enough, but then again, you know, dice are limited to a certain number, and they're always going to be limited to that number already in the design of the dice. Whereas in cards, you know, it's the same thing, but cards you can always manipulate how many are required, you know. Whereas dice, you have to change the type of dice to D, you know, from a D10 to D20 or whatever.
Choose your side in an epic battle
anyway,
against evil. Roll your dice.
Well done. Yeah, if I haven't been interested by this by now, they've been making a lot of noise. I figured they fund a lot more than 80,000. Especially 11 created.
Or will you don a cloak of evil?
So there you go. Battle each other, try to figure out what the other person did with their dice behind your little screen. And that's that. I don't know. Just if I had someone I'd play with a lot and actively, and maybe I was younger, I don't know if that's a factor. I'd see myself more attracted to this, but right now, with my other player, if I do play more than one player, I don't see this working out too interestingly. Let's see, able to play 2-3, so it doesn't have solo mode. There we go. All right, tomorrow we'll probably, or if we do a video, remember, we get 10 views or more, yeah, I'll do another daily video tomorrow. I would be doing these daily, but, you know, sometimes it's just slow. Rescuing Robin Hood, we'll take a look into that tomorrow more, and USS Freedom, maybe tomorrow or the day after. Anything else ending? This is canceled, so we'll take a look at that when we get to it. Nope, that's it for today. So I'll be taking a look at now into Gorgon's Loch, seeing if that's something for me to grab the early bird. And remember, you can always grab an early bird and cancel out before the Kickstarter ends. You got 59 days to decide if you want to keep your early bird, but at least you can hold it already. So I'll be looking into that right now. And that early bird, again, just to remind, shout out to these guys, or this guy, $34 for the early bird. After that, it's going to be, looks like maybe $47. Quite a difference. 34 to 47. I like that. That's pretty good. Alrighty, so I'll be checking that out, and stay tuned for the next daily episode. Got to make the new thumbnails for December. Hope you're enjoying these. I'd like to hear your feedback. And until next time, I still have no tagline. I guess we'll probably figure out a tagline once we have like 100 subscribers or something. Until next time, have fun, stay safe, and keep on gaming.